Okay, what's up, Core? Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to your boy. Sorry we're doing it so late. I know this is probably later than we usually do the reading. I literally just finished work. Like 10 minutes ago, I just finished up my last little bit of work. I work from the crib, so just finished up my last little bit of work, and I said I'm not gonna quit on y'all tonight. I was gonna throw in a towel and go to bed, but I'm not. You feel me? Let me know if the background music is too loud. Let me know if you can hear me. Fine. But just to let you know what we're doing tonight. This is week 5 of the Master Key System. And what does week 5 mean? We're doing a 24 week because it's 24 chapters. Week by week chapter read 3 times a week of the Master Key System and doing the exercises that follows each of the chapters 3 times that week as well. So we're reading the same chapter 3 times a week, and we're also doing the exercises 3 times that week as well, just so we get the reading and the practical application of what we're reading from the book, right? And what have we gone over so far? We've done chapter 1, which is quiet, realizing that you're not the noise. Chapter 2, controlling the noise. Chapter 3, controlling your body. And chapter 4, controlling your mental space. Right now we're on chapter 5. And we really don't know what chapter 5 is going to be about yet. I do, but y'all don't yet. You feel me? So I hope you guys are ready to get into tonight's reading. Sorry again that it's late as it is again. I understand. It's cool. Um, but we're here. We made it. We made it to what we intended on doing today. So um, that's a thumbs up for accomplishment. You feel me? Um, but let's get into it. Today is chapter 5, week 5 of the Master Key System. We're going to read this chapter and do the following exercise. So stay tuned. And let's get started reading. Part 5. Enclosed herewith, you will find Part 5. After studying this part carefully, you will see that every conceivable force, or object, or fact is the result of mind in action. Mind in action is thought, and thought is creative. Men are thinking now as they never thought before. Therefore, this is a creative age, and the world is awarding its richest prizes to the thinkers. Matter is powerless, passive, inert. Mind is force, energy, and power. Mind shapes and controls matter. Every form which matter takes is but the expression of some pre-existing thought. But thoughts works no magic transformations. It obeys nature's natural laws. It sets in motion natural forces. It releases natural energies. It manifests itself in your conduct and actions, and these in turn react upon your friends and acquaintances, and eventually upon the whole of your environment. You can originate thoughts, and since thoughts are creative, you can create for yourself the things you desire. Page 50. At least 90% of our mental life is subconscious, so that those who fail to make use of this mental power live within very narrow limits. The subconscious can and will solve any problem for us if we know how to direct it. The subconscious processes are always at work. The only question is, are we to be simply passive recipients of this activity, or are we consciously or to or are we to consciously direct the work? Shall we have a vision of the destination to be reached, the dangers to be avoided, or shall we simply drift? We have found that mind pervades every part of the physical body and is always capable of being directed or impressed by authority coming from the objective or the more dominant portion of the mind. The mind, which pervades the body, is largely the result of heredity, which, in turn, is simply the result of all the environments of past generations on the responsive and ever moving life forces. An understanding of this fact will enable us to use our authority when we find some undesirable trait of character manifesting itself. We can consciously use all the desirable characteristics with which we have been provided, and we can repress and refuse to allow the undesirable ones to be manifested. Again, This mind, which pervades our physical body, is not only the result of hereditary tendencies, but is the result of home, business, and social environment, where countless thousands of impressions, ideas, prejudices, and similar thoughts have been received. Much of this has been received from others, the result of opinions, suggestions, or statements. Much of it is a result of our own thinking, but nearly all of it has been accepted with little or no examination or consideration. The ideas seemed plausible. The conscious received it, passed it on to the subconscious, or it was taken up by the sympathetic system, and passed on to be built into our physical body. The Word has become flesh. This, then, is the way we are consistently creating and recreating ourselves. We are today the result of our past thinking, and we shall be what we are thinking today. The law of attraction is bringing to us not the things we should like, or the things we wish for, or the things someone else has, but it brings to us our own things, which we have created by our thought processes, whether consciously or unconsciously. Unfortunately, many of us are creating these things unconsciously. If either of us, if either of us was building a home for ourselves, how careful we would be in regard to the plans, how we should study every detail, how we should watch the material and select only the best of everything, and yet how careless we are when it comes to building our mental home, which is infinitely more important than any physical home. As 52. Everything which can possibly enter our lives depends upon the character of the material which enters into the construction of our mental home. What is the character of this material? We have seen that it is a result of the impressions which we have accumulated in the past and stored away in our subconscious mentality. If these impressions have been of fear, of worry, of care, of anxiety, if they have been of despondent, negative, doubtful, then the texture of material which we are weaving today will be of the same negative material. Instead of being of any value, it will be mildewed and rotten, and will bring us only more toil and care and anxiety. We shall forever be busy trying to patch it up and make it appear at least gentle. But if we have stored away nothing but courageous thought, if we have been optimistic, positive, and have immediately thrown any kind of negative thought on the scrap pile, have refused to have anything to do with it, have refused to associate with it, or become identified with it in any way, what then is the result? Our mental material is now of the best kind. We can weave away. We can weave any kind of material we want. We can use any color we wish. We know that the texture is firm and that the material is solid, that it will not fade, and we have no fear, no anxiety concerning the future. There is nothing to cover. There are no patches to hide. These are psychological facts. There is no theory or guesswork about these thinking processes. There is nothing secret about them. In fact, they are so plain that everyone can understand them. The thing to do is to have mental house cleaning, and to have this mental house cleaning every day and keep the house clean. Mental, moral, and physical cleanliness are absolutely indispensable if we are to make any progress of any kind. When this mental house cleaning process has been completed, the material which is left will be suitable for the making of the kind of ideals or mental images which we desire to realize. This is a fine estate awaiting a claimant. Its broad acres with abundant crops, running water, and fine timber stretch away as far as the eye can see. There is a mansion, spacious and cheerful, with rare pictures, a well-stocked library, rich hangings, and every comfort and luxury. All the heir has to do is to exert his heirship, take possession, and use the property. He must use it. He must not let it decay, for use is the condition on which he holds to it. To neglect it is to lose possession. In the domain of mind and spirit, in the domain of practical power, such an estate is yours. You are the heir. You can assert your heirship and possess and use his rich inheritance. Power over circumstances is one of its fruits. Health, harmony, and prosperity are assets upon his balance sheet. It offers you poise and peace. It costs you only the labor of studying and harvesting its great resources. It demands no sacrifice except the loss of your limitations. 54. Your servitudes, your weaknesses. It clothes you with self honor and puts a scepter in your hands. To gain this estate, three processes are necessary. You must earnestly desire it, you must assert your claim, and you must take possession. You admit that those are not burdensome conditions. You're familiar with the subject of heredity. Darwin Huxley, Haeckel, and other physical scientists have piled evidence mountain high that heredity is a law attending progressive creation. It is progressive heredity which gives man his erect attitude, his power of motion, the organs of digestion, blood circulation, nerve force, muscular force, bone structure, and a host of other faculties on the physical side. There are even more impressive facts concerning heredity of mind force. All these constitute what may be called your human heredity. But there is a heredity which the physical scientists have not compassed. It lies beneath an antecedent to all their researches, at a point where they throw up their hands in despair, saying they cannot account for what they see. This divine heredity is found in full sway. It is the benign force which decrees primal creation. It thrills down from the divine, directing to every created being. It originates life, which a physical scientist has not done, nor ever can do. It stands out among all forces supreme, unapproachable. No human heredity can approach it. No human heredity measures up to it. The infinite life flows through you, is you. Its doorways are but the faculties which comprise your consciousness. To keep open these doors is the secret of power. It is not worthwhile to make the effort. Is it not worthwhile to make the effort? The great fact is that the source of all life and all power is from within. Persons, circumstances, and events may suggest need and opportunities, but the insight, strength, and power to answer these needs will be found within. Avoid counterfeits. Build firm foundations for your consciousness upon forces which flow direct from the infinite source, the universal mind, of which you are the image and likeness. Those who have come into possession of this inheritance are never quite the same again. They have come into possession of a sense of power hitherto undreamed of. They can never again be timid, weak, vacillating, or fearful. They are indissolubly connected with omnipotence. Something in them has been aroused. They have suddenly discovered that they possess a tremendous latent ability of which they were heretofore entirely unconscious. This power is from within, but we cannot receive it unless we give it. Use is the condition upon which we, 56, hold this inheritance. We are each of us but the channel through which the omnipotent power is being differentiated into form. Unless we give, the channel is obstructed, and we can receive no more. This is true on every plane of existence and in every field of endeavor in all walks of life. The more we give, the more we get. The athlete who wishes to get strong must make use of the strength he has, and the more he gives, the more he will get. The financier who wishes to make more money must make use of the money he has, for only by using it can he get more. The merchant who does not keep his goods going out will soon have none coming in. The corporation which fails to give efficient service will soon lack customers. The attorney who fails to get results will soon lack clients. And so goes it everywhere. Power is contingent upon a proper use of the power already in possession. What is true in every field of endeavor, every experience in life, is true of the power from which every other power known among men is begotten, spiritual power. Take away the spirit, and what is left? Nothing. If then the spirit is all there is, upon the recognition of this fact must depend the ability to demonstrate all power, whether physical, mental, or spiritual. All possession is the result of the accumulative attitude of mind or the money consciousness. This is the magic wand, which will enable you to receive the idea and it will formulate plans for you to execute. And you will find as much pleasure in the execution as in the satisfaction of attainment and achievement. Now go to your room, take the same seat, the same position as heretofore, and mentally select a place which has pleasant associations. Make a complete mental picture of it. See the buildings, the grounds, the trees, friends, associations, everything complete. At first, you will find yourself thinking of everything under the sun, except the ideal upon which you desire to concentrate. But do not let that discourage you. Persistence will win. But the persistence requires that you practice these exercises every day without fail. Part 5, Study Questions. This book is the Master Key System. Sorry for not reading chat. I was really feeding today's reading. This is the Master Key System, and I appreciate that, Miss True No Filter. We're all extremely intelligent, honestly. Part 5, Study Questions with Answers. What proportion of our mental life is subconscious? At least 90%. Is this vast mental storehouse generally utilized? No. Why not? Few understand or appreciate the fact that it is an activity which they may consciously direct. 58. Where has the conscious mind received its governing tendencies? From heredity, which means that it is a result of all the environments of all past generations. What is the law of attraction bringing to us? Our own. What is our own? We are inherently what we are inherently are, and is the result of our past thinking, both conscious and subconscious. Of what is the material which we construct our mental home composed? The thoughts which we entertain. What is the secret of power? A recognition of the omnipotence, of the omnipresence of omnipotence. Where does it originate? All life and all power is from within. Upon what is the possession of power contingent? Upon improper use of the power already in our possession. Okay, there's maybe one or two things I want to go over before we do our reading today. I'll just do the one, right? And this is just the main point of this entire chapter. Is what is the law of attraction bringing to us? Our own. What is our own? What we inherently are, and is a result of our past thinking, both conscious and subconscious. What does that mean? It means everything you are right now is what everything is being brought to you. Everything that's being brought to you is what you are right now. Everything that's brought to you in the future is what you are right now. Everything that happens after this moment is what you are right now. You know? So, what you want to do, right, is to know who you are right now and to make guidelines for who you are right now. That's all it says. Choose who you want to be and live by that. Live by that standard. Don't wait for nobody else to tell you to live by the standard. Don't wait for no video. Don't wait for somebody like me to come up here reading. Don't go listen to a whole bunch of stuff on the internet. Be who you are right now. Whatever that is, do that at this very second. Whatever it is that you believe will bring you to the next level, do that right now. Or make the plan for it. There's no other time. And if you don't believe in the action that comes to follow, then what you want to do? What else is in this chapter? The mental space. If you don't believe right now, then cultivate the mind. And no matter what noise that comes back from the old version of you that didn't believe, because the old version of you is going to show up, right? And be like, y'all don't believe in this. I ain't seen nothing happen yet. Well, the old version you only believes what it can see. The new version you knows that anything is possible, right? So whenever the old version you tries to show up and be like, nah, that ain't possible, brother. Or that ain't possible, sister. You feel me? Yo, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know me for real. You never met me if you believe I can't do something. Unless you know that I can do all things, then you don't know me. You feel me? You feel me? So if you don't know I can do all things, then you don't know me. That's just that simple. Um, yeah. But we got today's meditation. Just like all the other times, we're gonna get prepared. But before we get into this, since this is different than our other ones and we're not building on top of the other ones in this exact one, I'm gonna just discuss really quickly what we have done previously already to lead up to this point. Okay, so in week one, um, we did a quiet meditation for 10 to 15 minutes. If it's your first time here, then I'm just going to discuss everything that we've done so far. We did a quiet meditation for 10 to 15 minutes, right? Um, excuse me. And what we did in that time, we just sat down still, um, in a rec position, in a comfortable spot. I sat in this chair right here, and I turned off all music. We turned off all sound. No affirmations, no subliminals, no music, no Instagram, no Twitter, no TikToks, no background TVs, no playing with your pets, just chilling for 10 to 15 minutes, right? And whenever the noise would come up, right, we would not interact with the noise. We wouldn't argue with the noise that's inside our head. We wouldn't do any of that stuff. And what did that show us? That showed us that we are not the noise that plays in our head, right? We are not all that noise. And it helps us locate ourselves right there, right in the middle, right? And I always do a little thing right here where I draw in the middle, but it helps us locate ourselves in the middle when all that noise is coming at us, right? It helped us locate ourselves, right? That was amazing chapter one exercise. Finding yourself. You feel me? Finding yourself in all the noise, right? Chapter two, what did we do, right? We did another 10 to 15 minutes, right? And this time, instead of letting the noise just happen, we told the noise, not now, maybe later, right? And that was the saying we came up with, not now, maybe later, for whenever the noise would come up, not now, maybe later. We wanted it completely quiet now, so we had everything turned off, and even inside our head, inside our space, we wanted everything completely quiet, right? So whenever the noise would come up, whenever distractions would try to come up, not now, maybe later, and we let it go, right? And then that just let us know that we have the ability to control our mental space. That just because there's noise does not mean we have to have anything to do with it. You feel me? Just like everyday life. Just because something has happened, it does not mean you have to take part. You feel me? And that just showed us we have the same ability up here too. You feel me? So phenomenal chapter two exercise. Chapter three, what did we do? Right? This time we took it another step. We added on top of week two's exercise where it was completely quiet. Not now, maybe later to all the noise. Any conversation that comes up, not now, maybe later. But with that quietness brings us the ability to hear our body for real. To actually listen to ourselves and actually listen to our body for once. You feel me? Um, it gives us that quiet time that you can hear your body like, bro, it's always something going on, man. I always feel like I'm on 10, but now I can chill on, I can be on 2 or 1 right now, right? Because we get caught up in living and being in this place all the time with everything that's going on and our phones and our computers and our games and our friends and our jobs and we just want to have a life that we forget that it's time to relax sometimes and our body needs to relax sometimes. We're supposed to get that when we sleep, but a lot of us not getting good sleep. You feel me? Um, so this gives us a time to take part in that and to relax, right? Um, so in week three, we could hear our body. We were so quiet that we could hear our body, and so since we could hear our body asking us to be able to relax, we said, "Hey, body, it's cool, bro. We in the crib right now. This is the time to relax, right?" So we relaxed our body, right? Let our body relax for 10 to 15 minutes during that time, and kept it quiet. And in week four, we built on top of that again, right? Week four, we added on top of keeping it quiet, relaxing our body, and then once our body was relaxed, the mind wants to really start racing, right? The mental space really wants to really start racing. But whenever that mental space starts racing, right? Now we get to the next step after quieting the mind, right? That chatter, all that noise, where does that noise come from, right? That comes from fear, right? All that noise, we get to find the root after spending that second week quiet and learning that we can have our way, control whatever word you want to use, work with, right? That's the word I like to use. All the noise and get it out of there and be able to be quiet, and then we can relax our body. Now we know we can originate where all that chatter and that noise comes from. That comes from fear. That comes from worry, right? You're worried about something. You're scared about something. You worry it's not gonna work out, right? But where does that come from, right? It's because it's because you don't think it's gonna work out. So what was our saying for week 4? Right? Whenever the noise still try to come back up, we added a new bar. We replaced not now maybe later with it's okay. It's going to work out. We replace is not now maybe later with it's okay. It's going to work out. Because where is our fear coming from? Where's our worry coming from? It's coming from the fact that we don't think it's going to work, right? And what's the direct counter to it not working? It working. It working is a direct counter. You feel me? So it's okay. It's gonna work out. It's working out. It's okay. It's working out. You feel me? And now we in week 5. We have discussed week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, and now we're in week 5. Right? Week 5. What are we being requested to do from the Master Key System this week? We are being requested to visualize. We are being requested to see something to see a beautiful place that we desire to see, right? And all the detail, and all the people, and everything that comes in that place, the beautiful blades of the grass, the beautiful sun in the sky. If y'all at a picnic and everybody out there chilling, it's a great time. Just really seeing it and really being there during this visualization. You feel me? Um, just be there like you're here right now. When you're visualizing, I want you to be there like you're here right now. So when you look at your hands, when you're visualizing, you need to be looking at your hands the same way you look at your hands right now, right? I don't look at my hands as if I'm a person outside of me right now, do I? Right? I look at my hand as if it's my hand, as if it's my hand, right? So, and during this visualization we're going to do for the next 10 minutes, and you see everything so beautifully. You see it as you. You see it as yourself. You see your hand, right? You see your hand. You see your legs. You see your body. You feel me? You see your chest because you can't really see your whole body, but you see your chest. You see your legs. You see what shoes you got on. You see your fingers. You see your outfit. You can see the arms for your outfit. So you see if you're wearing long sleeve or short sleeve. Is it warm outside or cold outside? You feel me? We want to see it all. We want to see the whole picture. We want to see the whole thing. You feel me? Because when you're there, you see the whole thing. When you're there and you remember this moment, you're gonna see the whole thing. You'll be like deja vu, because you ain't gonna remember. But maybe you might, right? But when you're there, you remember that you saw this whole thing, right? See it in the exact way that you would see it right now. See your hands the exact same way you see your hands right now. So we're gonna turn down our background music. And we're going to close our eyes and we're going to do all the things we did from the previous weeks. And what are those, right? So our first step is going to be, actually I'm going to completely turn off the music. Our first step is going to be um to because I want it completely quiet. We're going to get completely quiet, right? And if you run into any noise, it's okay. It's working out. We replace not now, maybe later with it's okay. It's working out. Um, and as soon as you're able to quiet the mind, we want to begin to relax the body. now we're on to re-clarifying the mental space with it's okay is working out. Once again, once the body's relaxed. And now we're visualizing. We're there. We're not even visualizing. We're at this location that we saw that we're at right now. That's it. We're just at the location. Okay, chat. Okay, that's been 10 minutes. Sorry I ended early and sorry I spoke before the time. Um, I saw a moment that I didn't want to spoil for myself. Uh, well, I didn't see a moment. I was in a moment that I didn't want to spoil for myself. I was in a moment I didn't want to spoil for myself. Um, I mean, it's just between us, right? Um, I'm married, right, chat? But me and my wife haven't had our ceremony yet. Um, and that's where I was, and I felt it so much. I felt it so much that I felt it. I felt it so much that I felt it. I felt it so much that I felt it. Made tears come down my face. I ain't gonna lie, but I didn't want to spoil it, so I came back. I didn't want to spoil it, so I came back. I didn't want to see my wife in her dress yet, so I came back because I don't want to spoil it. But I felt it. I for sure felt it. I still kind of feel it. I still kind of feel it. But it's like excitement. I still feel the excitement I felt. I still feel the excitement I felt. Mm. I got this habit, right, chat, to where when I feel it and I don't want to show it, I pick at my fingernails. I pick at my fingernails. I'm excited. I really am. I really am excited. Uh, oh, sorry, chat. Y'all don't need to see stuff like that. There we go. That's better. Oh man, I'm thankful I got to experience that, and I'm thankful for that moment. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? You need go. See, I got a bath. See, I got a bath, and Dad gave me a crazy brushing. I may not look like it because I like to put my face and stuff and everything, but I got a crazy brushing and a crazy bath. I'm so soft. I am so soft. I am so soft. But Dad said I'm getting a cut. I'm still waiting on the cut. He gave me the bath, brushed me out. Still waiting on the cut though. I gotta look good for the hoes. Dad knows I gotta look good for the hoes. Oh, that's funny, bro. Okay, though. Um, oh man, I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's meditation. Today's um presence. Your presence in the moment. I hope you enjoyed your presence in today's moment that you were there in today. Um, I for sure enjoyed mine. I felt it super deeply. I felt it super deeply. Um, and just I want to give you one more pointer. During this exercise, if you breathe um, into your stomach, then it'll relax you a little faster, right? It'll relax you a little faster. Um, Also, stay tuned for another video I got planned on this week. If you watch anime, right, then this video will the stream will be the one for you. I'm going to explain the correlation between one of my favorite anime and reality. Um, or honestly, several anime and reality. Um, but um, excuse me. and a lot of other things. But just stay tuned. I will announce a stream. This is probably be where we're gonna wrap it up. I just wanted to give you guys a couple minutes to just chill for a bit. After that, I'm not sure how you felt afterwards, but I still felt mine for a couple minutes afterwards. So it gave you time to relax back in this place. You feel me? Back here, I guess. I don't know what to call it. but I got some other tips and stuff I wanted to share with you guys. I do this stuff like all the time on my free time. Um, and it's all very simple. Everything that I share is extremely simple. It's always straightforward. Um, Nothing complicated because I don't want you asking me a bunch of questions. There's no point, you know. And just also want to make it as fun as possible. So hope you guys are enjoying the what the channel is offering, and I promise there will be more to offer soon. But this is the end of the stream, so we're gonna do the outro. We all got that limitless core, baby, right? Right, baby. We all got a limitless core, right, baby? Right? You gonna say it with me? I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Say, ain't it right? You for sure glad they woke up. Don't lick my face. Don't lick my lips now. You for sure glad they woke up today. You're wide. All right. Hey, you want to say it too, baby? You want to come? You want to come say it too? You want to? You're so glad they woke up today. You so glad they woke up today, right? 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 Exactly. Exactly. I'm so glad you guys woke up today, and I will see you guys next time on the next stream on the channel, the next content on the channel. And this is what I bid you guys adieu. Have a great night's sleep, and I'll see you next time. Peace.